and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arms.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Did he have any kith or kin in the...
None.
When did you find the body?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like...
Good morning.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And
do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
what do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the...
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at... Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't...
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I...
What?
I'm back.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because...
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you...
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. Suppose we talk it over in the evening.
All right.
Good luck to you.
Got it for you right here. Yeah, give me a minute.
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad.
Pour me one.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
My pleasure.
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. They must...
Just as you ordered.
It was terrible.
One ale, please.
It seemed so pointless. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages.
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old...
You think I'm too young for the job, Father?
I do, to tell the truth. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyle? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds...
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhoff stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation.
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical, condemning vices, and of course describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days, and stories from real life with a nice moral to them are popular, especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices. Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to just like a flock of hungry ravens. They settled on this. They know no mercy. You want to baptize a child? Hey, what if the devil himself were to pay? Would he, with such money, gain while... Look, oh man!
Well, this...
Oh,
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. I'm one with them in poverty.
Here we are.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman?
No, I don't.
One ale, please.
What do you think of this?
He's certainly a wise man. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look...
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I... Oh, it's getting...
What do you suppose?
Well, enjoy it, Father. I
thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
May the Lord watch over you.
One ale over here, please.
My humble good luck, then.
Have you got a bed for the night?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
How about if I pay you for several?
No problem, but
Here you go.
you've got it all to yourself?
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there. And
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I don't know how I can help you, but
Do you know who Lubos used to spend time with?
as far as I know, he had nobody...
That's all. Thank you.
Goodbye. All right, all right.
Father, didn't I? I wouldn't have expected that.
With a stick. Farewell.
I'm honored that a knight such as you...
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. Oh, and another thing. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
I've come in the name of Sir...
I don't know nothing.
Have you noticed anything suspicious, Reese?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. I was wondering what he was up to.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Nor...
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend...
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but...
That's all.
Is there anything suspicious?
Nothing.
Jesus Christ. Take care.
I see you know how to wield... I wouldn't have...
With a stick.
Do you have any work that needs...
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of...
This is no laughing matter.
A little bird told you to...
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in...
In other words, someone's been... Now, this isn't my...
May the Lord watch over you.
Greetings. What business have you?
How goes it, sir? Are you recovered?
I am, for all the good it does. The boredom here. The only thing I have to read is the Bible. And the...
This world is but a trial. Be repentant.
Actually, talks to me as if I were already dead. Listen.
Why not?
I shall go there right away, but wait until at least dusk to join me. I'll have company there.
All right, I'll come...
Goodbye.